Alright, I'm gonna make a quick video about smoking because a lot of teenagers, a lot of young people these days, they are starting to pick up smoking more. Vaping, e-cigarettes, right? Things of nature. So I want to share my thoughts about it. So I used to smoke cigarettes back then, nicotine, right? Things of nature. Menthol cigarettes, reds, that's what we call it. The one that is a little bit more harsh on the throat, not exactly the menthol type. I mean, cigarettes has a lot of different types, right? There's like a lot of different kind of fruity flavors to entice young kids like me back then. So it worked. So I most definitely got hooked back then when I was an adult, right? I did not break any rules, man. Okay, I did not smoke when I was a teenager. I only started smoking approximately when I was 18 or so. 19. I believe I was a regular smoker, more or less, when I was 19 years old. 19 to 20, yeah, around there. So I started smoking back then. What's the reason, right? Maybe you guys are wondering, if you can, why are you even making this video? You know, if you were a smoker yourself, right? So let me give you guys some context. I've quit already, right? I successfully quit for close to 2 years, or maybe even 2 years right now. 2 years or so, if I'm not wrong. Yeah, I think maybe 2 years already. So it's actually not that long as well, but long enough, right? It is safe to say that I no longer have any cravings, right? Good job, good job. Some people that I know, even though they've quit, sometimes every now and then they still have their craving. Yeah. So for me, I mean, I'm really superstitious, right? I don't want to jinx it, right? Fingers crossed. I don't know how to jinx it, but yeah. As of now, I don't have any cravings. I've kicked that habit of mine, that bad habit of mine, for 2 years. So why did I actually start smoking is because mainly is because of peer pressure. I'm just gonna say it straight up, peer pressure, because all the people around me are actually smokers, right? So I grew up with smokers. Yeah. When I say smokers, right, I'm just talking about cigarettes. Because back then there wasn't exactly vapes. Back then. Yeah. I only started vaping approximately, what's the year? Maybe 2019? 2019 or 2020. 2020 or 2021. That's when I was vaping. And I kind of like quit like I said 2 years ago, which is what, 2024, right? Yeah, 2024. That's what I did. So anyway, so I started smoking because of peer pressure. A lot of people around me are smokers, and obviously I want to fit in, right? I want to be part of the cool kids, right? I want to be a cool kid. Yeah, our hindsight obviously is dumb as heck, right? So don't do that, man. Don't do that. So I want to fit in. I wanted to be part of the group. I want to be part of the talking group because every now and then, right, my friends always hang out in a group, right? They always like, oh guys, let's go for a quick smoke. And then most the smokers will like go to another group outside, and then they will, do their smoking stuff, and they will have like their own private boys club, you know what I'm trying to say, right? Because whenever you, at least in my country, right, the place where I'm from, if you actually smoke cigarettes, you're actually like part of a private exclusive club, right? You kind of have special privilege. Yeah, you kind of have like inside stuff. You're part of the inside group, right? Any form of special secrets, right? You will be part of it. Yeah, I don't know why. It's almost like a smoking club. So even for socializing, right? Not just for your own circle of friends, even for other people, when you're outside, when you're having a smoke outside, it's just so much easier to socialize and to know new people, aka networking. Straight up, seriously, straight up. I've been able to network so many people just by smoking. So especially when I was in school, when I was in the army, and then when I was in university, right? Because obviously people smoke over there. There's like a smoking corner. So it's really, really easy to actually make friends over there and to make connections over there, right? And then obviously when you're in school, you need help, right? You need educational help, you need school help. So obviously making new friends is easier and better. Yeah, and then those smokers, they tend to be more open. Like once you guys share that stick, once you guys have that stick in between your freaking fingers, right? Right, your middle finger and your index finger, it just makes things so much easier. Everybody just seems to open up more, and people just let you in, right? They just let you in into the secrets, the insights to every module, every industry, whatever it is. Really, it just works. At least in my country, right? For other countries, I don't know. Yeah, so like I say, it's kind of like a special club, man. It gives you privileges, right? So because of that reason, I was actually hooked. It actually gave me even more reason to carry on smoking. Yeah, so back then when I was doing my diploma, I started off from that, right? I started to make more friends from smoking, going for our smoke breaks. We have our was more the chit chat sessions at the smoking corner, So I kind of have more friends over there as well. And then when I go to the army, that's another thing, right? Because over here in Singapore, we have this thing called national service. We have to serve the army or the police or the civil defense, right? Either one of it for 2 years, right? So over there, let me tell you guys something, man. Over there, all the more, if you smoke, you get more privileges, not just from your peers, but from your higher ups, your superiors, your bosses. It's way, way, way easier. You guys have no idea how many times I've garnered favors, curried favors from my higher ups just because I smoke with them. Straight up. Simple as that. Right? Just because I smoke, just because we harm our health together, apparently, right, we just get more privileges. We are just able to talk better, talk easier. If there's any form of favors that I need from them, I get it, right? Or they will be more understanding for us. It's like we will just level each other, and then we'll just be like, real talks, right? It's a sit down talk. Yeah, anything like face to face, man to man, things of nature, right? It's so much easier whenever we go for smoke breaks. Yeah, especially with the higher ups. Yeah, so I was able to get certain things that I wanted back then as a soldier, just because I smoked with them. Yeah, obviously it's not good, right? In the expense of our health. Yeah, I know that. Obviously I know that. But at that point of time, I didn't really care. I was still young. I was like, what, 19, 20, 21? Around that range. Yeah, early 20s. So I still didn't really care about my health that much. So I just carried on smoking, reaping the benefits, right? Socializing, things of that nature, being part of the group, right? Being part of the in-group, So I did all of that stuff. And yeah, that's mainly why I actually smoke, because I say peer pressure. And then once I entered all of these different phases of my life, I realized that, smoking actually helps me to socialize more and to get more connections, teaches me how to socialize more, talk to strangers, things of nature, man. Yeah, things of nature. So after graduating, and also, I'll be honest, somehow it actually helped me to distress. I don't know about other people, but for me, some people might call it bullshit, right? But for me, I just think that it kind of chews me out. Yeah, kind of calms me down after a long day of studying, right? Back then when I was still a student, I mainly use it as a tool for socializing and to distress. I'll be honest, yeah, I admit, that was what and why I did. Yeah, so that's why I did all those stuff back then. So fast forward, after I've graduated from the army, and then once I'm done with my university as well, that's when I realized, oh shit, working time to work, right? And I'm like, should I still smoke? And then at that point of time, right, I was like, oh shit, maybe I should stop, because I don't really see any other reasons to, right? I don't really see any other reasons to carry on smoking, because most of my friends were not really exactly in contact anymore, because all of us are heading towards the working world, right? Different industries that we're heading towards too. And then we no longer meet up that often anymore. So it's like, do I really still need to smoke? So at that point of time, I was asking myself, whether should I still smoke? Whether should I still buy that pack? Should I still buy a pack of cigarettes every month? By the way, I don't really smoke that often. I kind of just smoke 3 sticks a day max. Sometimes 1, or sometimes I don't even smoke. Yeah, but most of the time, every single day I'll smoke at least 1 stick. At least 1. Yeah, if I'm with friends, I'll try to limit myself to 3 or 5 max. Even if I wanted to smoke more, I couldn't. I literally physically couldn't. My throat, my lungs would kill me. Yeah. So do I really consider myself as a smoker? I do. Why? Because I do feel the urge. I do feel like I need it. Yeah, I feel like I have the habit, and I feel like I need to scratch the itch every single day. So afterwards, I'm like, should I still carry on smoking? I'm thinking to myself, is it worth it still? I don't meet my friends that often. And there are people around me at the point of time. I wasn't exactly smokers as well. So I thought to myself, okay, maybe I should stop. So I don't really see a reason anymore. The only reason if I have to carry on smoking is because I want to distress, right? I just want to distress. I just want to chill. I just want something as a clutch, as something for me as a coping mechanism, just for me to feel better. Yeah, just for me to give me some kind of a dopamine hit. Yeah, that's all I wanted. I just want to feel good. That's all I'm going to say. Yeah, even though I was working out back then, I was exercising, but it didn't really give me that high that smoking a cigarette does. Yeah, it's different. So I thought to myself, should I carry on? At one point, I kind of decided to quit, but I couldn't. I guess I was just I was just addicted, right? I was just addicted to cigarettes. So I couldn't. It was very hard for me. I carried on smoking for a good, I don't know, man, 5 years or so, if I'm not wrong, 4 to 5 years. And then I decided to try vaping as well, because that's when vaping started to become a thing, you know, over here. And then I managed to get my hands on them. So I try, and then I realized actually it was even worse. You would think it's better, right? You would think vaping is better. Oh, it's less toxic. It's more healthy compared to a traditional cigarette. I beg to differ, man. I beg to differ. That's not the case. It's even worse. Why? Because you don't know when to stop. You just don't know when to stop. One cigarette, just one cigarette, right? Approximately you can get like what, 10 puffs or 15 to 20 puffs or so, depending on your drag. But for e-cigarettes, right, you just never know when to stop because it's so freaking convenient. It's so convenient, it's so accessible. You can literally do it everywhere. You can even do it in the car, right? You don't even need to wind down the window. You can do it in the toilet. You can do it in your room. You can do it in your bed, right? And then the smell will just dissipate, right? It's not going to linger as long as cigarette smoke. Yeah, so it's so much easier. It's so much easier to just use a vape, right? And when you're working, when you're studying, you just have the e-cigarette, the vape at your desk. That's it. And then just keep on vaping away. And then in a day, you could be doing upwards of 50 to 100 inhales, right? And then all in all, if you compare it to cigarettes, it's probably worse off. That's what I think, right? Don't quote me on this. I mean, I think it's pretty common sense, right? It's pretty logical to put it that way. So, end of the day, I thought I was doing myself a favor. I thought I was doing my health a favor. Because I did the vaping thing because I wanted to quit cigarettes as well. Yeah, so at that point of time, yes, I successfully quitted smoking. I successfully quit smoking because of vaping. So I substituted cigarettes with vaping because I still get my hit. I still get my nicotine hit, right? So I don't really crave cigarettes anymore. So I stopped smoking for a period of time. And then afterwards I realized like, okay, this is getting bad. I'm like relying too much on the vape. Yeah, every single time, right, I'm always like wishing that the vape would be fully charged as soon as possible. And then my eyes will always be looking at it. And then my hands, I always realize that I'm just looking for it. I just want to hold on to the vape. Like, like it's controlling me, right? I'm no longer vaping the vape. The vape is vaping me. Oh, big brain energy. Right? It's like, this quote is not from me. It's actually from Elliot House, if I'm not wrong. It's an OG fitness YouTuber. He was talking about how to quit smoking, right? One quote he mentioned is that make sure you're smoking. Okay, sorry. Is the cigarette smoking you, or are you smoking the cigarette?
Enjoy your cigarettes, bro, but don't let them smoke you.
So ever since I heard that, I was like, yeah, shit, man. Actually, that thing, the freaking stick, right, is actually controlling my life. The freaking vape, the freaking stupid electronic shit, right? That's supposedly to make my life better. It's really harming me even more. So that's the thing, right? That's the thing. I'm more addicted to it than ever. Because I say I used to smoke cigarettes like 1 to 3 sticks a day only. That's it. For my vape, I'm doing way more than that. And then I'm finishing the pods like it's like popcorn, right? I'm just going through I don't even know what's it called. Pods, PODS, yeah. I'm just like going through them like it's popcorn, like what I said. It's crazy. It's crazy. So I'm like spending even more than cigarettes. Because I used to buy like 1 or 2 packs in a month. Yeah, that's it. And inside the pack, there's like 20 sticks, if I'm not wrong. 20 sticks of cigarettes. Yeah. So vaping, man. Vaping is crazy. And then I don't really know the scientific studies. Some people say, I mean, there are more modern studies right now, right, about vaping. Some say it's actually more harmful, right, because of the coils and shit like that, the metal, heating elements. I don't know. I don't want to get into that. You guys can do your own research about it. Because I watched some videos about it. I read some about it. Some people say it's worse off, blah, blah, blah. I don't know. Yeah, but either or, cigarettes or vaping, they're equally bad, right? They're equally bad. Equally bad. So that's all I say, man. Don't do it, man. Don't do it. Especially if you have the same reasoning as me. Like, you just want to be part of the cool kids, right? You think you're cool. You think you want to be cool. You want to be part of the cool kids. You want to be accepted, which I get it, right? I get it. I was also a teenager. I was also a young adult, right? Obviously, I get it, right? You want to be part of the group so you can be part of the inside stuff, right? Obviously, you want to be part of it, right? You want to be one of them. You want to be one of the boys, right? You're one of them. Especially if they are like female smokers, right? Hey man, you know it. You know, I know, you know. Hey, right? I don't even to explain. You guys know what I mean. So much easier. So much easier. From my experience. So, do you really need to do all that? Now I'm 30 years old. I've already quit smoking and vaping. Oh, sorry. Let me just tell you a quick story. If you guys, sorry, in another video, if you guys want to know how I actually quit smoking, let me know. Comment down below. I have to do this. You guys know I have to do this. I have to do stupid tactics like that because I'm a YouTuber, right? I want to be a YouTuber, right? I want to be an influencer. So comment down below if you guys want to know how I actually quit smoking. All right. If you guys want me to make a video about it, I'll make a video about it. Gladly. All right. Gladly make a video about it. So like I said, what was I saying? I was saying like, do I regret it? Do I regret smoking? Do I regret, picking up the cigarette, having that first puff? Well, not really, to be honest. I think I don't. Yeah, I mean, a lot of people will say that they regret, right? Yeah, that's like the textbook answer. But I think about it, do I regret it? I mean, I did those stuff. It's part of who I am. It shaped me to who I am. It gave me certain opportunities. It gave me certain friends, certain connections. Do I think that I can have those favors, those connections without smoking? Probably not, in all honesty. Probably not. Yeah, probably not. So do I regret it? Well, at the point of time, it makes sense for me. At that phase of my life. Yeah, it helped me reach from point A to point B faster, I guess. Faster, better. So, do I regret it? Nah, I don't really regret it, to be honest. I did what I did. I take responsibility. I take accountability. I know it's bad right now, obviously. And I'm older right now. Hindsight is always 20/20, right? It's always perfect. So, that's that. That's what I did. I own it. Yeah, that's all I can talk about. Because I don't really see anything. I don't really think that it was harmful. I don't have any form of long-term effects. God, I don't want to answer that. Like I said, I'm very superstitious, so I'm not gonna say anything about it. So the fact that I say that, you guys can derive your own answer from it. You guys should know what I'm talking about. God, I'm such an old man, right? I'm so superstitious. The frick. All right, so don't regret what I do. All right, I believe that in life, right, whatever it is that we do, it's all part of the plan. It's all God's plan.
God's plan.
Right? It's all part of the plan, man. All right, every single thing you do, every single decision you make, it's all part of the bigger picture. It all leads to where you should be. It's all God's work, right? If you believe God or not, if you believe in any other stuff, the universe, whatever it is, I believe everything is all part of the plan to shape you to become who you should be ultimately. Yeah, so don't have any regrets. That's what I'm trying to say. There's no point having regrets. Yeah, because every single decision that you make at that point of time, you're making it with the best knowledge that you have at that point of time. So you can't blame yourself, right? You don't know better, right? At that point of time, you don't know better. So don't beat yourself up over it. There's no point beating yourself up over it. But all in all, obviously right now, at this current position of mine, do I advise people to smoke or vape? No, of course not. Don't do that. Watch out for your health, man. Health is most important. Health is most important. It's above everything in the world, all right? Health and happiness. These are the main two things that I'm very, very into right now. Money is obviously important, don't get me wrong. It's obviously important, right? Because arguably, if you don't have money, you can't really improve on your health, no happiness, right? But that's another topic. That's another topic for another day. So, what I'm trying to say is, focus on your health, focus on your happiness. That's the most important thing, okay? If you're young, you think you have all the time in the world, you think you're healthy as heck, oh my God, I apologize. If you think you're young, you think you have all the time in the world, you think you have all the health in the world, think twice, man. Right now, like I said, I have like issues with my leg. Can't really sit still. I can't really stand properly. AKA sciatica. It all started from my lower back. Yep, low back pain, things of that nature, blah, blah, blah. And here I am. Here I am. All right, so that's it for this video. It was a good one. And comment down below if you guys want me to make a video about how I actually got over my smoking cravings. Vaping cravings, whatever it is. All right, so see you guys in the next one.